Hey guys, one of the most powerful tactics to achieve your goals is also one of the simplest. And I love it when the most powerful things are also the simplest. I talk about it more on our Daily Huddle, and here's a clue. I am loving the SOS marketing machine. It's the practice of writing your goals every day and doing it in a specific way. So check out this clip from today's huddle and I'll show you how. There we go. So what I wanted to talk about today is writing that monthly goal. You want to have an I am statement for your goal. When I think of my goal, it really just is that I am statement. We want it to be in the present tense, which I am implies. And we also want it to be outcome based, right? So unless you want to be building something for the rest of your life, don't have an I am statement that's like I am building or I'm, taking care of this or I am taking care of that, because that implies that you're in the process of doing it. Try to jump to the outcome that you're actually looking for and use that as your goal or I am statement. I'm not loving building the SOS marketing machine, or I'm loving pulling together the team for the SOS marketing machine. Not really, that's not what I want. What I want is to love the SOS marketing machine. I'm loving the impact the SOS marketing machine's having, whatever it is, right? What's the outcome you're actually looking for? That's what you want to go for. In my experience, having it be short and powerful is powerful. If you can use 5 words to get across to your subconscious, 95% of what you can get across to your subconscious using 15 words, use 5 words. It should be short, rhythmic, and really powerful to you. You're the only person who needs to really fully understand the breadth of it. So I'm loving the SOS marketing machine. Han might not know exactly what that brings up in my mind, but that's okay because I do. And I can really easily tie some great visuals and some great feelings to that. I don't need to use 40 words for it. I'm going to use 5 words. So have it be short and powerful, as long as it's almost like a placeholder or a signpost for that beautiful vision that you have in your mind. And so what we do when we're writing our goals is really simple, right? We write them down 3 times a day. I think I talked to you guys about the hierarchy of goal setting, right? You got people who never set goals, and then you got people who have some goals, but they're kind of loose. They're not written down. They haven't really thought through them. Then you have people who write down their goals and put them away, and maybe they do it once a year or however frequently. And then you have people who haven't even been studied yet, like us, who actually write down your goals, think through them, tighten them, polish them, and then write them consistently all the time. I like being in that latter camp because it increases the chances that those things are going to happen for me in my experience. And a lot of them do. If I looked back at my monthly goal over the past 24 months, I would say 95% of them have probably already happened. And the 5% that didn't, it was fine. It's good that they didn't, or I stopped wanting it, let's say. So what's happening, I think, when we write them down is we're sharpening the sword. We're polishing the stone. What you started with, if you look at your I am statement, was it a mouthful? If you're writing it down every day, you're going to shorten it. Otherwise, you're going to get writer's cramp. It's going to be too painful. You just can't do it. So you're going to shorten it. You're going to tighten it. By writing it down over and over again, it's like kneading the dough, right? Or polishing the stone. You get it to a point where it's really tight, really concise, and it includes only what's needed and nothing more. And it includes the most powerful things to you. Also, you're internalizing it, right? Every time you write it down, you're processing it. Your mind, your body, your spirit is processing that goal and really making it real. You might start off in the beginning of the month and have to use all 6 lines of that daily planner to write your I am statement once. Your hand hurts because all you do is type all the time, and now you're writing something and you got writer's cramp. After a few days, it's shorter, it's tighter, you've internalized it, you can memorize it. If you don't have your paperwork in front of you, you're still like boom, 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 boom when I ask you what your I am statement is, and you don't get writer's cramp when you write it anymore. And your handwriting went from being sloppy and like awkward when you wrote it to being like beautiful and melodic. That's when you know it's starting to really sink into your subconscious. It's a really powerful way to ensure that all of those things happen and that this thing really gets into your DNA the way it needs to if you're going to become this person for whom these things can happen. And it's the fastest way to do that. So I couldn't encourage it enough. Such a simple thing, right? And most of the best things are. Like the really, really simple stuff works really well if we're just consistent with it. So that's a lot of what this whole program is about. Write down your goals, write them down 3 times every day, shorten them, get them tight to where you really love them, and that the minute you say that thing, just all these images and all these great feelings come to mind immediately when you say it.